Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The king is said to be fuming, and this time it's not over Harry, but pheasants. His Majesty has reportedly been livid after a series of blunders at his beloved Sandringham estate have led to a significant decline in the number of game birds available for this year's annual Boxing Day shoot. According to a well-placed source, it was a total cock-up. No birds, no bang, just red faces. The king wasn't having it. The shortage has already claimed one casualty. A long-serving gamekeeper who had managed the estate's game for years has been dismissed. As one insider rather pointedly put it, let's just say he's well and truly plucked off. Sandringham's shoot is one of the few remaining wild shoots in Britain, meaning the game is both reared and shot on the estate itself. In keeping with his environmental ethos, King Charles has been reluctant to supplement bird numbers by releasing farmed pheasants, but maintaining a wild shoot is a challenging business, and the numbers have now dwindled to such an extent that the much-loved family tradition may be scrapped altogether this year. The annual Boxing Day shoot has long been a cherished occasion for the royal family, both with the sport and the rare opportunity for some family bonding in the Norfolk countryside, though not without controversy. Animal rights campaigners frequently voice objections, particularly to the involvement of children. The event remains a staple of the royal calendar. With concerns mounting and barrels potentially left cold this December, one wonders whether the king might be forced to rethink his eco-minded approach in favour of keeping tradition alive. Meanwhile, in a development sure to spark further headlines and family tension, Prince Harry reportedly considered changing his surname from Mountbatten-Windsor to Spencer, aligning himself more closely with his late mother, Princess Diana, than his royal father, King Charles III. According to a source quoted by The Times, the Duke of Sussex discussed the idea with his uncle, Earl Charles Spencer, who ultimately advised him against the move. They had a very amicable conversation, and Spencer advised him against taking such a step, the source said. The suggestion that Harry nearly rebranded himself as a Spencer has not sat well with some royal commentators, many of whom view it as a symbolic rejection of his paternal heritage. Speaking on GB News, Anne Diamond remarked, "I can't think of a more hurtful insult that Harry could deliver to his father, can you? To say, I no longer want your name, I want my mother's name, it's like declaring a divorce, only worse." Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams was similarly blunt, suggesting the Duke's public manoeuvrings are often ill-considered. The problem with the Sussexes is clearly very little has been thought out. They are supposed to have advisors. Meghan took to Instagram to share previously unseen footage from her Netflix show, including a clip of her cooking alongside Randy Karen as the two prepare a pineapple. But it was the caption that set tongues wagging, urging fans to rewatch the series before Season 2 arrives this summer, a notable shift from the previously expected autumn release. The first season of With Love, Meghan, which debuted in March, was met with, let's be generous and call it mixed critical reception. Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos has said, "I think Meghan is underestimated in terms of her influence on culture. People are fascinated with Meghan Markle." We agree with Ted in that Meghan can't put out enough highly criticised content for us to talk about. Broadcaster Esther Krakue mentioned Meghan when speaking to The Sun, saying, "There's nothing there. She's very I'm not saying this to be horrible, she is not an entertainer or an entertaining person. There's not much personality there." Meghan has a bonus episode of her podcast out today. We'll listen so you don't have to, and let you know what she said in a bonus episode of our own this afternoon. The very hard-working Prince William is back at it after a week of recovering from watching his wife push a button to christen a ship. The Prince of Wales is poised to resume his royal engagements following the May half-term break spent privately with Princess Catherine and their 3 children. On Wednesday, Prince William will visit the Army Air Corps in Suffolk, his first in his new role as Colonel-in-Chief of the regiment. His Majesty the King formally handed over the title to his eldest son at a ceremony at the Army Aviation Centre in Middle Wallop in May 2024, marking a symbolic moment in the continued transition of royal military patronages. Looking ahead, the Prince will also represent the Crown abroad, travelling to Monaco on Sunday, where he will join Prince Albert II for the Blue Economy and Finance Forum. One imagines after walking around an army base and attending conferences in Monaco, the Prince will need some well-earned vacation time later this month. We'll keep you posted. More Palace in just a moment. King Charles' right-hand man, Lieutenant Colonel Johnny Thompson, formerly known as Major Hottie, before his promotion, has reportedly married his fiancée, PR executive Olivia Lewis. According to the Mail on Sunday, the couple tied the knot last Saturday in a ceremony at St. Mary's Church in Great Bedwin, Wiltshire. Following the nuptials, celebrations continued with a lunch and reception held at the bride's family home. Lieutenant Colonel Thompson, known affectionately by many as the Hot Equerry, first garnered attention in 2018 when he was seen accompanying Queen Elizabeth as a bodyguard. He rose to viral fame in 2022, frequently seen in full ceremonial regalia beside King Charles, earning fans across social media and even a mention in Tatler's Social Power Index, which praised his fabulous sense of humor and talent for looking as good in a suit as he does in a kilt. Now promoted from equerry to super equerry, Lieutenant Colonel Hottie has become a familiar presence at major royal engagements, from the King's coronation to state visits abroad. Charles was seen arriving at church on Sunday in a gleaming new electric BMW, signalling a fresh chapter in his commitment to sustainable travel. The model in question is reported to cost around £170,000 and boasts an impressive range of 341 miles on a single charge. Despite quietly managing a cancer diagnosis, the King is, in the words of a senior royal aide, no different from the man who stepped onto the throne nearly 3 years ago. His Majesty continues to live life as normal as possible, with a steady calendar of engagements that recently included a whirlwind 2-day visit to Canada. The thing you learn about this illness is that you just manage it, and that's what he does, said the aide. Medical science has made incredible advances, and I genuinely see no difference in him. As long as you just do what the doctors say, just live your life as normal as possible, that's exactly what he's doing. The aide added, almost 3 years on, everyone has a clear impression of what that is and the role that he will play, one that is both traditional from the monarchy and distinct to His Majesty. Leveraging on the long relationships he has built over the years, he has enhanced his role as a global statesman on so many issues, wielding soft power to the benefit of all the realms and Commonwealth nations at a time of great international challenge. He has dealt with his illness in a very human way, and the way he's engaging with the public at a very human level. I think we now have a clear idea of what the Carolean age looks like and what it stands for, now and hopefully for many years to come. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify or Apple or the player of your choice, and leave us a nice review. If you're enjoying the show, we really appreciate those nice reviews. Don't forget we have another show out at the moment called Did He Do It?, following the sex and racketeering charges against Sean Diddy Combs in New York City. It's a gripping daily podcast from your friends here at Calaroga Shark Media. Check it out wherever you get your podcasts. Did he do it? I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.